Chapter 4. Everything her heart desired. Paxton had been gazing at Quinice all night with lustful intentions. From the moment she felt him lay eyes upon her as she approached his table in the crowded restaurant, chosen as their rendezvous point, she knew he was hers. Not the other way around, despite what she may have allowed her clients to believe. It was what she called a physical fantasy, one in which her companion was allowed to believe that he was in control of the action. He picked the restaurant, he set the time, he dictated the direction and pace of the conversation. He made the first move, he gave the first kiss, he undressed her, he fucked her. It was the illusion of power, because in the end, she was the one in control. She dictated the terms of payment. She chose the hotel. She chose what she would wear. It was she who allowed him to make each move, giving her blessing for him to follow the fleshly breadcrumb trail she led, leading to that ultimate consummation of the deed. Her moans and screams were fake, but they didn't know that. Probably didn't even care. They were so into the succulent dark chocolate truffle they snacked upon that it never even entered into their minds that it was all scripted and staged. Though more than half were attractive, none of them came even close to what her heart truly longed for. And therein would lay the emotional dissonance she occasionally experienced. Women are vessels. They are designed by their creator to capture the essence of what is poured into them. All her life, Quinice was filled with bitterness and anger, making her distrustful of any and everyone that tried to come close to her. This self-instilled sixth sense would serve her well in her new surroundings. It would keep her from ever developing any sort of ties with her clients, and vice versa. Though she never had an instance where one tried to get too personal, she had no problem in laying down the ground rules up front. Because in the heat of passion, especially in those jaded moments immediately after sex, her companions could sometimes let the endorphins affect their common sense, making them think they shared some connection beyond the paid service, giving them the right to pry into business that wasn't theirs. Whether street whores or high priced escorts, of which Quinice was the latter, it was so sinfully sensual to be taken by a strange man as an object of pleasure. If it was only about existing in those few moments where pure, unadulterated bliss reigned supreme underneath the erotic aura, where the entire universe consisted only of two, her life would have been much less complicated. Slide over and let me hold you for a while. Paxton beckoned, lying naked underneath the blanket they shared, his bartered black beauty by his side. Quinice knew it would be a night of easy work every time she saw Paxton's name show up on the caller ID. He was impotent, an unfortunate side effect of the colon cancer that ravaged his body several years before. He learned too late that the disease was destroying him. Perhaps he was too busy with work to concern himself with an illness that certainly wasn't going to affect him. Or so he thought. Hubris was the true culprit, nullifying the effects of his millions of dollars that would have helped if he'd acted in time to prevent the cancer from growing.